Hello and welcome back to Low Order Gaming. I'm Zach. I'm continuing on with my Stars of Akarios campaign. So in the last video, I finished up the planet exploration of Gerarch, and what I said I was going to do, I was going to visit the market there, because you could visit the market at the planet. So I did that. So I'll show you what I bought. And then everybody was just going to leave back up into space exploration because we have some places that we can go scout for our planet exploration. So I got 10 supply for the Sparrow. That cost 30 credits total. It's 1 credit per pilot per supply, so 3 credits per supply. Then I was also able to buy some tech upgrades, or some upgrades for the Sparrow itself. So the 2 that I chose to buy were Shield Tech, and this is a misprint. It's Shield Tech. It's supposed to be all pilot ships starting Shield is +1, because there's another tech that actually is the hull one, and it has the right word and the right symbol for the hull. And then I got this stress reduction. So at the cost of 2 dice from 1 character, infinite range, infinite number of my characters can all reduce stress by 2. So I think that's pretty cool for the Sparrow. And let's see, on Violet Rays Invictus, we're going to get Cloak. Nothing like Stealth. It's 2 dice, but we go stealthy. Love that. And then we're going to get an engine upgrade on everybody. So Violet Rays Invictus is going to get this defensive move. She's already got this maneuvering thrusters ship ability, which helps her go forward without using dice, just using supply. Enver has Burn and Flip as an engine upgrade already, so it's got some straight ahead movement. I wanted to try this because Enver has the research vessel. So this is kind of interesting. This is something you use to move an enemy unit, but it can't target the big, the super big units. And if I use a stress, I can actually rotate the enemy also. I thought that would be kind of fun, something different, you know, to manipulate where the actual enemy is located. And then Starla already has barrel roll, so she can just hop over 1 like column or row. So we'll get a little bit of movement, but also this has a, hey, get a supply back when you do this. And Starla has the EMP blast. So that's like another 2 EMP blasts when I can up the supply for her. Something else that I've done, because now I put on Timber, the co-pilot, that gives +2 hull, and I've got +1 hull from this. We've got +1 hull on Enver's Cheris here from a ship ability. I started using black cubes to mark the maximum for each of the stats, because it's not the same as what's on their card. So I think we're ready to do the space exploration. I got a couple of missions while I was down on the planet. I didn't write down which one was which is stupid. I wrote down where I needed to go, but I didn't write down what they were for. I'm pretty sure the last one was the one that the Sparks gave us. We're going to go to that one first. We have to scout spot 19 on card 3.1. 3.1 is down below this card. Since we've been here, I think we'll go this way, just so we can see what's on 2.1 on the way. So I'm pretty sure space exploration, I just spin the supply. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just spin the supply. Interesting, it doesn't even have like, wait. If the sparrow's at 0 supply, when it performs an action, all players must increase their starting stress by 1. No, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I just spin the supply to do things. So we'll explore and move to 2.1. Oh, we got to do an event when we go here. I got to spin the supply, so down to 9. And I don't have the event cards out. I can tell you have to do an event because of this exclamation point right here. So let's grab the event deck. This is the Virtus system or something like that. Tressian. Virtus. Okay. How many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is perfect. For the age-old randomization method, let's shuffle it a little bit. Put the deck down there. Reach for our friendly local D6 die. I rolled a 5. We're going to go to the 5th event down. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perkins reports from the sensor station. It's an asteroid with a dense core of rare metals. Moving at speed. If we could snag it, it would be lucrative. Trouble is, the velocity is going to make that very challenging. Grease mumbles to herself. The tractor beam won't get it. The outer crust is too flaky. And add the speed it is moving at, and, well, what's the plan? The crew looks on expectantly. They know that Grease is aces at these kinds of problems. Grease looks up with a grin. Yeah, there's a plan, although the pilots aren't going to like it. Okay, our choice. The plan is to use harpoons mounted on your fighters, risky but exciting. Or B, Grease and Perkins' plan is insane, and there's no way you're taking part in that nonsense. What is this going to do to our pilots? The question is, because could be lucrative. I wonder if that means credits. It's probably just stress, hopefully. We're going to do it. If one of the participating pilots has one of the following upgrades equipped, then this is a success. Without one of these upgrades, you're unable to snag an asteroid. Continue exploration. Targeted bolt. Target lock. We have target lock from Enver's ship. The Cheris has... The ship ability is target lock. Fortunately, you're the right pilot for the job. You return to the hangar with an asteroid in tow, which Grease promptly sets to cutting down to manageable sizes. She excitedly mutters to herself about the refined carbon manifolds she'll purchase with this. The pilot or pilots with the equipped upgrades gain 10 credits. We don't have targeted bolt, no, and no one has upgraded thrusters. Barrel roll, flank, defensive maneuvers. No, we have targeting computer. Oh, we also have the tech target lock. Does it have to be the tech? No, it's just an upgrade. Okay, so 2 of the pilots have target lock. Violet Ray has the actual blue tech card. So they're both going to get 10. Oh yeah, so that gives me the chance to say that after all that spending, we were down to 14 credits on Violet Ray and 15 on both Enver and Starla. So now 24 and 25. There were a lot of other techs and things that were available for purchase, but I kind of like my loadouts right now, and I'm trying out these co-pilots, Timber and Rojane Pale. It's an interesting name. I forgot to move the Sparrow. So now the question is, do we just move on our way while we have supply, or do I check out things like this? I'm just going to move towards my objectives. So we're going to use a supply to go to 3.1. Oh, there's a side mission here. Right after I just say I'm just going to move on to my objectives. It's on a planet that looks like it has a moon crashing into it. Okay. It's so tempting. Let's go to our thing. Our thing is 19, so we got to spend a supply. So we're down to 7 and go to 19. Oops. I do not need these card sleeves right now. Thank you. Scenario book. Prove yourself requires Sparks 1, which yes, we have Sparks 1. On your approach, Lieutenant Pete recaps the mission. Akarios Institute, I'm happy to work together on this mission, but once we eliminate the ships guarding the generators, I expect you to follow my lead on the satellite. There's just a hint of desperation to Yolindo's voice. Objective, eliminate all enemy ships. And then there's success and failure. So, space combat. I need to set up some space combat. So I'm going to take a cut in here real quick and set up the map, and then we will go into some combat. Be right back. Okay, so I think I've got it set up correctly. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. We've got a regular Ur gunship, 2 Ur science vessels that are elite. They're going to be up here. Stop to randomize their numbers. And then vessel number 2 is the regular guy. He's down here. And then we've got 1 Ronin scout and 1 Ronin frigate. These are both elite. I didn't put numbers on the ones where there was just one of them. So let's randomize these 2 guys. Throw these on the table, and whichever is closest to whoever. All right. For some weird reason, this guy's like pointing the opposite direction. My plan is to gang up on this guy, gang up on this guy, while the frigate hopefully is moving slowly across the map, chasing us, and then we'll maybe circle around the planet, maybe try to funnel them up into here, make them go through this, at least maybe these 2 guys go through the asteroid. I don't know, we'll see what happens. Last time I had a plan, it all fell apart. You know, like plans are just a list of the things that are going to go wrong, right? I think I'm ready then. It's been a while, so our shields are fine, so let's roll our action dice. Violet Ray. A lot of movement and only 1 shooty, which I think is fine. I think that's fine. Enver and the Cheris. A stress, 2 shooty, and a move. Yeah, well, that's interesting. I could use disrupt. We'll see where the health on this guy ends up after I've attacked him a little bit. And then Starla, a couple of shots and some movement. Okay, and I'm not going to forget, we're just going to start off with using self-sacrifice. So down a hull, and we will shuffle a ×2 into both the Charis and the Invictus. We have to spend a die for that. So what else might you be doing? Let's spend a shooting die for that. Okay, so now let's target you. A bunch of these guys are immune to slow. Your gunship is immune to stun, which is a major bummer. The frigate is immune to target lock. These guys have a ton of health too. 8 shields, 8 shields, 6 shield, 8 shield. The scout is the weakest. He only has 8 hull. He is immune to hull breach. I don't have any hull breach, so that's fine, whatever. I was going to use a stun shot, but do I waste a stun shot if I think this guy's going to be dead? Maybe I don't. Let's attack with our Invictus first. Maybe I should re-roll these because I got a lot. I have a ton of movement. No, that's fine. So we'll move forward 3. 1, 2, 3. That gets us into a pattern for our flashing light. Use a supply on that. It's base damage 3. So we got to put this ×2 in here and shuffle up Violet Rays modifier deck. One, two. Oh, I can't make it fly into the asteroid. It would miss. It would either go here, or if I rotated it, 1, 2, 3, or to there. But maybe over here, some point I can force somebody to go through a couple of spots of asteroids. Okay. Before I do this, I want to spend a target lock also to target lock this Ronin Scout. So we're at an advantage. So we're going to draw the top 2. Oh, okay. So we draw this, and then this becomes a string, so we keep drawing. So it's either +1 or +1 and a free rotate. Let's do our damage first. It was a base of 3. Either one is +1, so that takes it down to 4 health. Do I want to rotate? I think I do actually. I'm gonna go up here and try to get into position to be behind this gunship next turn for some positional advantage. So I'm just going to finish out Violet Ray's turn. We're going to use a maneuvering thrusters. That takes us 1, 2, 3 to here. Then we're going to use these other 2 movement dice to cloak. So we are currently stealthed. We will not be targeted. I'm not sure how long that lasts, to be honest. it can't last longer than until the end of my next turn, right? Just through the enemy turn is what would be important. So now we've got these two ships. Let's move forward 3. 1, 2, 3. And then it still has a target lock on it. We will use 2 dice on a basic attack. That's a base damage of 2. Let's get this times 2 into this deck. I don't think I want to be too close to that gunship, so it doesn't hopefully get into range of me on this turn. So maybe we won't even spin that stress die, and then we'll see if we need to use the Merkava to try to eliminate this guy here. All right, so we're still at an advantage because of target lock. 2 cards. That's a +1. We had a base damage of 2. So it has 1 health left. So now I'm going to use propelled shot. It only uses supply. Still have target lock. It's anywhere within range 3. Okay, so I keep drawing on here. Oops. Really wish I could reduce stress right now, but I can't. So we'll just take this, and then that would be 2 damage. So it's eliminated. All right, so let's not even worry about using the stress die this turn. Now Starla, what can you do? That guy's immune to stun. I don't know how far they move. Okay, so this is interesting. I might as well use a movement on supply chain to go 1, 2 forward to get a supply of self-sacrifice back. I mean, why not? And then 1, 2, 3. I don't feel like I want to get that close to the gunship, so I think I'm just going to end my turn. I don't think there's anything really good to... I take that back. I'm going to barrel roll just in case. I got to take supply chain down 1. Barrel roll down 1. Just in case the year... Oops. I was going to say, just in case the your gunship has a really long forward shot. I hope that was right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He was the 3rd one back. He moved forward 2. Yep. I'm going to do that a different way. Instead of using the supply on the barrel roll, supply chain, I could go 1, 2. Wait, where was I? Right here? I could go 1, 2, and then I'll use a rotate die. I think I'm fine with that. I'll stay behind this asteroid for this guy. Yep. Okay, so we're going to end that turn. Draw a card from each enemy combat deck. So we got... Oh, actually, wait. We don't need the Ronin Scout deck anymore. That's good. We'll just plop that on there. Okay, Ronin Frigate. your gunship. It looks like I made a good choice for the gunship. Except he's not moving very far. I might still be able to get into a position to get a advantaged shot. Okay, science vessels. So now these are all shuffled up and ready for the rest of the game. So we go in order. The science vessels are first. We look at the back of the cards. They have a 4. The frigate is a 6 and the gunship is an 8. So the science vessels are first. They're going to move a lot forward. And is that stress? I think that's stress. Hacking? I think hacking is adding stress. So we start with the elites. Number 1. Does he need to rotate? They can't see you. You're over here. Doesn't need to rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think we'll rotate this way. It just makes sense because it's gonna has to fly around the planet. No one's down here to get attacked. And the other elite hit the edge of the board and stop. But then rotates like this. I'm almost positive. Oh, actually, wait. No. They would rotate 1, 2 towards its targets first. Then it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Rotate this way. Then 1, 2 to rotate back towards us. The normal guy does not need to rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then like this. But then he did not shoot, so rotate. He's not going to get in range to hit us either way. Nope. Okay, science vessels done. The next one was the frigate. Yep. Does not need to rotate. 1, 2. No shooting. Rotate towards us. 1, 2, 3, no shooting. Frigate done. The gunship does not need to rotate. Moves forward 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I'm glad I did not choose to go 3 forward there. Nobody's here. Does not need to rotate. Okay, back to us. Nobody needs any shields or anything. Let's get our dice back. Two shooties, a stress, and a wild. Two stress. Oh, sorry, that's not far enough. Two stress, a shooting, and a wild. Two stress. We're not damaged enough to need the extra benefit from beam repair. Do I spend 1 to re-roll this? No, we'll just, if we use the stress dice, we get stress. Whatever, it's fine. Everything's fine. We're good. It's fine. Everyone's fine. Okay, so, can I? Let's see, range 4 from the Cheris. I'm almost wondering if we run from the gunship. So we're going to have some science vessels. We're going to have 2 elite science vessels on us here real quick. If I rotate, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. If I rotate and move up 3 to here, actually, Merkava, what do you have as far as movement goes again? If you could barrel roll and then 1, 2, 3. Trying to get him close enough. It's range 3 to do EMP blast. If we could, it takes 2 dice to stun two guys though. He has me 2 dice to do something with. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Stun you, but you're out of range. The gunship is not immune to target lock. If the Invictus just rotates, and uses a target lock. Okay, so let's say rotate. We do not need a die for target lock. We would not be cloaked, so we need some way to get out of dodge. And if I rotate once, I do have a stress die, so I could rotate for free. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom. I'd have advantage on 3. They just have so much health. So, but now I'm kind of wishing the Merkava was closer or had a stronger movement. Because this guy can't be stunned. 1, 2, 3. 2 dice, it still does not get me close enough. How about a burn and flip? With this, oh, I'd have to rotate. I do have stun shot. Wow, this is getting pretty thinky. I've got so much stuff and so many ships. Probably just gonna have to take some fire and then do like rounds of stunning next time. Because I can target lock this guy, I don't necessarily need to get behind him. Within range 3. 1, 2, 3. If I go back to and then 1, 2, 3, nope. Also not trying to leave my butt exposed. 1, 2, 3. We have to take a stress for that. And then His attacks are just not that great for where he's at right now. Even if I barrel roll, nope, it's just not good. So we will probably just self-sacrifice again. Put a couple more ×2s, which I think I have to shuffle everything when I do this. This game, I think, is like if you shuffle the decks, everything gets shuffled. Okay, I'm going to stop with him for now. The Cheris. I'm just going to stop dilly-dallying. So I think we use a stress die to rotate, so that's 1 stress. And then we're just going to start shooting. So we're going to use Flashing Light again. It's a base damage of 3. Oh, but wait, I need to target lock with something. So we'll target lock here. The gunship is target locked. We're probably going to Spike Pulse. Maybe I'm going to get, I think I might try to move this guy closer. They seem to move a lot anyway. All right, okay, he's target locked. We've got a base damage of 3. Let's use our proximity exploit for a +1 when we have advantage, which we do from target lock. We drew a +1 and a -1, so 3, 4, 5. Down to 3 hull. He's only immune to stun, so we're good. Okay, now we're going to use a die on Spike Pulse. Yes, Spike Pulse is base damage of 2. Still have advantage from target lock. Both zeros. Down to 1 shield. We've got 1 movement thing left. He's still target locked. I want to figure out how I can get more attacks in on this guy. I need to. I can take use a stress die to use my last supply chain, which I did not use those for EMP Blast, which is what I talked it up as. And I used a stress die, so I get a free rotate. So if I want to, I can rotate. Now I'm just going to go 1, 2 like this. That gets him into range of just my... Oh, it gets him into range of my interrupt beam. Yes, this is working out. Because that's a base damage of 3. And the cards are way over there. With target lock. All right, base damage of 3. Plus 1 is 4. So no more shields, and down to 5 hull. All right, I hope that guy's not stupidly scary with his attacks, because I don't think I'm going to get there. He's got 5 hull left. If I go, I got to get out of here. So we're going to probably have to rotate. And then what? Burn and flip. If I burn and flip 1, 2, 3, 4, turn around facing this way. One, two, three. Haha. I think I have a plan. I'm going to use this shooting thing to move like this. I'll use this wild die to burn and flip using a supply. It takes me forward. 1, 2, 3. Nope. So first, I'm going to move the Invictus out of the way. Now I'm going to burn and flip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn back this way. And then I was going to move him over here so I don't have to worry about him, but I could 1, 2, 3, 4 get him into a position where my basic attack would be at an advantage. I think I'm just going to get him out of here for now. So we're going to use a stress die on disrupt. Move an enemy unit, and because I used the stress die, I get a free rotate. So 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, and turn like this. I've got 1 shooting die left. So this is interesting. I might get lucky here because I have target lock, right? I could get lucky. Oh no, I've only got 1 die left. Oh, that's a bummer. I need 1 more rotate, but I don't have it. So, okay. I'm going to use propelled shot. It's a base 2 damage within range 3. 1, 2, 3, anywhere around. It does not take a die. We still have target lock. On these weird area things, you do not get positional advantage, but you do get target lock advantage. If I don't kill this guy, which I don't see how I can, because he's 1 space too far away for my co-pilot thing to be super awesome. Oh, so you know what? I'm going to radar jam him as well. Just so if he shoots a bunch of us, he will be at a disadvantage. All right, target lock with the propelled shot. Ooh, I get a supply back, so we got to keep drawing on this one. So do I do the extra damage or do I get supply back? He's not going to die this turn, so I think I'll get the supply back, and I will take the supply back on propelled shot because it's like free damage with no die required. Yes. And it was a base of 2, so he's down to 3. And we have 1 die left that I don't think there's anything we can do with this. Unless I want to rotate with my co-pilot. Which might not be a bad idea in case it rotates and doesn't attack. He'd have an advantage. I'm radar jamming him. That's right. He's at a disadvantage. It's not the best use of the pilot because I don't get to attack, but I get to rotate. Now my butt's exposed to this guy, but I'm pretty sure this guy's going to have stronger attacks. Okay, I'm done. Science vessel, gunship, frigate. The science vessels are first. A lot of movement. Not very far in shooting and not a big pattern, so not too bad. Okay, so elite guys, rotate towards us, I guess. Move 4, rotate again, and just out of range. His range is only 2. This one probably would rotate like this, I'm assuming, to come around the planet. 4, rotate again towards us, way out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, doesn't need to rotate, out of range. Okay, science vessel's done. Frigate. Not a lot of movement in a small pattern. Rotate towards us, yeah, maybe like this, because then he's going to go like this. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Way too far away to shoot. Which is fine with me because that guy is got a lot going on. Okay, the gunship. Move first. Interesting. Move first. Oh, he's got Starla. He's got Starla. Rotate 1, 2. Yeah, and this is why I should have been on a taller thing, but that's okay. I half thought of that, like, yeah, that kind of thing kind of sticks out far. And then shoot. But he's radar jammed, so I think they cancel each other out. I gotta get the enemy modifier deck. It's +0, but he has a base of 4. So he's at a base of 4 and is just going to draw 1 card. Four, -1. I don't know if we'll be up in this corner, so we'll just put it up there. So that's 3. Down, takes him down to 2. No extra effects or anything. All right. Okay, kind of getting back in the swing here. Roll our dice. Three move and a shoot. That's not going to cut it. I'm going to use a stress. I think I'll keep 1 move and 1 shoot. You roll 2 moves. Okay, perfectly balanced. 3 attacks and 1 move. I'm going to take a stress. I'm going to keep a move and 2 attacks and reroll 1 attack. Got another move. Okay, good. And up here, this is really good. A couple of wilds. Oh, you know what? I didn't go down a hole when I did the self-sacrifice. That's right. Cannot forget that. All right. The stress would have been nice to do the extra repair. Nobody else has any hull damage though. So we got to do 3 damage to this guy. We probably need to start stunning some people. Ganging up on other people. What did I say? We gotta do 3 damage. He's no longer target locked or radar jammed. I think it's worth it though. We're gonna spin a target lock to target lock this guy again. Just know that he's target locked. We're gonna spin a propelled shot because it's 2 damage. 1, 2, 3 range. Yeah, we're 3 range. We're fine. So we draw 2 cards, and we need a +1. Oh, that's kind of a waste. That's fine. He's gone. So let's just clean up your gunship. And we have not used any dice yet. Okay. Cheris. No. Violet Ray. Man, I thought flank was going to be so awesome. If I rotate now, see, I'll just either run into the edge or run into the planet. Oh, let's see. Rotate. 1, 2, 3. Facing that way. I could rotate, maneuvering thrusters to here, then I'm just facing the planet. I could spike pulse both of those guys. I can't ever remember which way. I think it's on one of these. Pull. I would pull people in with spike pulse. If I rotate, I have to use 1 for spike pulse. Maneuvering thrusters does not take a die. I need more ways to rotate. That's my problem. I could take a stress and stop short, I guess. Rotate, rotate. 1, 2, 3 with no dice. And I guess I cloak and these two guys go that way. Yeah, whatever. We're just going to start doing stuff. Rotate, rotate. We're going to use maneuvering thruster as our last one to go 1, 2, 3 to here. Then we're going to use a die on spike pulse. Do I want to target lock anybody? Let's target lock number 1 because we're going to get multiple shots in on that guy from various people. So we're out of target locks there. Spike pulse does have 2 targets. So we'll draw for number 1 first. It's a base damage of 2. Oh, times 2 is 4. And that's a reshuffle. So number 1, from 8 down to 4. And you do it right away, which is different than Gloomhaven. Oh, we're probably going to stealth again. And that was not one of our self-sacrifice times 2s. Which maybe I should have done. Okay, so we still have the spike pulse here. Oh, it pulls 1. There's no target lock on number 2, so we just draw 1 card. It's a 0. So just 2 damage on number 2. Do I cloak? I could do a defensive move to go back 2. So we'll hold off on anything else here. Oh, and gets pulled 1. Ooh, if I defensive move, flashing light, 1, 2, 3. Ooh, I could flashing light number 2. We're probably going to do that. Okay, Merkava. Let's move you like this. Wait, no, I think I wanted to rotate. Oh, I can't supply chain. But I could stop short. So I think we'll rotate. I don't need to stop short because interrupt beam. Okay, 1, 2, 3. With this regular move, we're going to do a self-sacrifice. Oh, I forgot to give everybody a shield, so he should have a shield. Everybody else is still fine. We self-sacrifice. He's going to give himself 1. And then I think we drew 1 out of here, sure. Then we're going to interrupt beam. Which is a base damage of 3. We're out of target locks. Oh wait, do I interrupt beam or do I EMP blast? All right, so I'm not gonna do this yet with Starla in the Merkava. We might EMP blast. One, two, three, four, just out of range. Because 1, 2, 3. For the disrupt. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna defensive move right here. It takes me back to then. We will rotate 1, 2, go 1, 2. Oh, I need the move die. So I use a shoot for the rotate. We're going to disrupt within range 4. So 1, 2, 3, then like this. You might be saying to yourself, what the heck are you doing? And I might be saying that to myself as well. No, but that gets him in range just so I can stun all 3 of these guys with an EMP blast. Because none of them are immune. And I can do a propelled shot. Or, yeah, propelled. Oh, I can do 2 things with this die. Who are we targeting? Let's gang up on... Oh, I can spread damage on this turn. They're going to be stunned. So we'll turn that way with our free rotate. And it is a 1 base damage. No advantage or anything. I should be going against number 1 because I target locked that guy. So we'll gang up on number 1. Yep. That's the smarter thing to do. And that's my last supply of the co-pilot. Okay, so 2 dice with only a 1 base damage. No times 2s. Ah, darn it. Shouldn't have said anything. That's not of the shuffling variety. Then we're going to propelled shot. Does not take a die. So base damage of 2, still at advantage. So we'll take the 0. So number 1 is down to 0 shields. Still 6 hull. Okay, we can flashing light against this guy. With this die, it's a base damage of 3. Unfortunately, it attacks these 2 and this 1. This guy's just out of range. Okay, so what did I say it was? It's a base damage of 3. I don't have any kind of advantage gaining, so we just draw 1 card. We can get a free rotate. And it's times 2. This is not continuing, right? Yeah, okay. So sweet. Flashing light, that's 6 damage on number 2. So 4 shield and 2 hull. they're going to be stunned, so I'm not too worried about like the other radar jams and stuff. So this goes in here, and this times 2 is gone. Thank you, self-sacrifice. Oh, I screwed up because I only have 1 die for EMP blast. Oh, bummer. Well, we get a free rotate. I don't think I'm going to use it. Okay, we're going to put this out here. Is anyone close to dying? No. For EMP blast, we're going to use targeting computer to add a target. So we get 2 targets. We are going to take the free rotate. We're going to rotate like this so that number 2 will target us because we've got all kinds of shields there. And we are going to stun the 2 elites. We do get some attacks in there though, so we will go on the one that we'll go on number 1 first because it has target lock. It's a base of only 1 damage. Plus 1 is 2. I knocked the stress down on accident. So down to 4 hull. And then this guy we're also stunning. No advantages or anything. Oh, we get a supply back. Oh, I didn't use that. We're going to take supply chain for sure. With this, plus 1, keep going. Minus 1 stress, keep going. 0. Okay, minus 1 stress. It's a base of 1, so just 2 damage. That was kind of fun. Finally, our turn is over. We just have science vessels and the Ronin frigate left. 2 of the science vessels are stunned. So the 2 elites are stunned, they don't do anything. Number 2, he would rotate and then shoot. Wow, move, rotate, and then shoot. Rotate and shoot. I should have worried about radar jams and stuff then. Oh well, it's too late. This is at a -1. It shoots 2 in front of him. Not an advantage or anything. Take the target lock off. So we just draw 1. Plus 1, so that negates this -1, so it's just at his base attack of 3. So from 6 to 3. Then he's going to move. I forget if they move through us or not. It's been so long. Enemy. Sorry about the rule lookup, but I just need to make sure. Enemies can move through other ships but cannot complete their movement on hex already occupied by a ship. Pretty simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then rotate, rotate, but only shoots 2 in front, so nobody's there. The frigate. We're still too far away. Okay, so into 1, 2, 3, and then would shoot like this in front of him. I'm not going to point him at the planet because he can probably like maneuver that way. Let's see what his next card is. Us. Couple of shooties and some movement. So now would be a good time to use attacks that can hit lots of people. some shooty, a move and a stress. Oh, that's a lot of... Wait, 3 stress you can re-roll for free. 3 stress you can re-roll for free. Okay, this is fine because the stress might be okay for repair. Everybody gets a shield back. Shield back. Self-sacrifice should not be on 2, it should be on 1. We got our supply chain back. If we need 2 dice to stun a bunch of people, we could. But this guy's not immune to stun, which is interesting. It was the gunship that was immune to stun. Do we do another self-sacrifice and a repair beam? That would be 2 dice. Repair beam, self-sacrifice, that gives us 2 dice. Interrupt beam would slow the 2 guys in front of us. If one of them is killed, then we only need to EMP blast 2 guys. Seems fun. So we're going to use stress on repair beam to heal our hull 3. Then we're going to self-sacrifice again. That's our last self-sacrifice. We're going to hit up our self again, and we'll go down here to Violet Ray. And then we're going to interrupt beam with one of these. It's a base of 3, and it will slow, because it's going to hit both of these guys. No, it's not. It's a 1 target thing. I could use targeting computer. That seems like a bad use, though. Oh, well, it's fine. We're going to target the elite guy. Why did I think that was going to hit 2? Who knows? Still good. It's a base damage of 3, which is good. No target locks, though. And no advantage based on our position. I'm actually not going to do that. We might EMP blast the 3 guys depending upon how things go. So let's start with Violet Ray. She needs to rotate because her flashing light is 2 people. And 1, 2, 3, they're both in the pattern here. So we're going to use 1 die on that. And that's the last of that. We haven't been stealth for a while. Okay, we will start with the elite guy. Base damage of 3. Oh, times 2 is 6. That's going to be the end of that guy. Okay, I'm glad I did that. Then the next guy, number 2. Ooh, +1 redraw. Okay, so what did I say? So that's 4 on number 2. Guess what? Number 2 had 4 health. Okay, really glad I did this. So now, what should we do? We don't have any more rotates. flank would be 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, facing that way. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna flank. So we go forward 3, 1, 2, 3, and then it basically turns us, boom, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna spike pulse. I was here, I'm close enough to spike pulse this guy, so we're just gonna do that. It's the last of these. And it's actually gonna pull this guy in one. No advantage or anything, so it's a base damage of 2, plus 1 is 3 on number 3. So down to 3. Pulls him in 1 to our old position. Now we're there. Okay. Now I should think about stunning down here, right? One, 2, 3, 4. I could disrupt this guy. 1, 2, 3, and then to here. One, 2, 3. If I burn and flip, then I've got 2 dice. Okay. We're going to use our move on disrupt to move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4. Or wait. Does he does not have to rotate. I can just put him like that. Then I have an advantaged shot on him. With long shot, that's a base damage of 2. I think that's at my last disrupt. I can't remember if I got to get in the habit of like moving the supply down right when I put the dice there. Okay, so I'm doing long shot here. It's a base damage of 3. I know I moved that one down already. We have positional advantage. So 2 dice, or 2 cards. Oh, yes. So that's 6, right? Base damage of 3. That's all of its shields. It has 10 hull left. And it is stunned from our stun shot. This is gone. Self-sacrifice is awesome. Stunned. I'm going to rotate with this. And you know what? I'm not going to worry about stunning. I'm going to interrupt beam for 3 damage on number 3. It would make him slow so he can't move. No advantages or anything, right? Targeting computer wouldn't help because this guy's out of range. Yeah, okay, so base damage of 3. That takes care of all of his shields. Now we just gotta worry about his hull. Stress die, not gonna worry about using it. We're in a good position with our Cheris to continue attacking here. Okay, their turn. Science vessel. And then the frigate. The frigate doesn't matter because it's stunned. Would have hull breached, so that would have sucked. Science vessel. Rotate and then shoot. Infinite number of targets. What did I do? It's going to hit everybody. And they're going to be radar jammed. The one time I don't care about being using, what's it called? Stun. I guess we'll just go down the line. It's going to radar jam and push. Okay, so we'll start here, radar jam, it's +0, so -1. Base attack is 3, so that's 2 damage. Everybody's at a disadvantage, just gotta remember that. We'll go to Cheris next. So that's 3. Down to 1 shield. And the Invictus, -2, is 1 damage. And then it's going to move. Okay, so the moving here is interesting. It's facing like this. It comes over here, runs into the planet, and then rotates like this. Okay, you guys are toast. Let's finish this up. This turn. We're finishing it up this turn, fellas. 2 stress. We'll take 1 and re-roll everything. Sort of better. That was a shooty. Two stress, I'm at, darn it. 2 stress, I'm at 0. I don't really care because we're about to win, hopefully. Okay, what do I have that attacks a lot of people that I still have charges on? Nothing. Everything is out. Well, I have EMP Blast, but that only does 1 damage. We got to do 10 damage to this guy. So let's just go with a stun shot. Take the stress, which is going to add a miss card. We are at a disadvantage because of radar jam. However, we're at an advantage because of our position. So it's just a straight draw. I forgot to do the shield at the beginning of the round. Okay, straight draw, -1. And we started at 3, so that's 2. Takes him to 8, and he's stunned again. I don't know. We'll see. We're out of all of our good attacks with our Invictus. So this guy's already stunned. Let's gang up on this guy. 1, 2, 3, flip, flip, face that way. We're gonna flank. 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, facing from the way we came. We have to rotate right behind. So now we're in a position of advantage with our basic attack. So our radar jam means nothing. We just draw 1. Shoot, we're not advantaged. We can't use our proximity exploit. Ooh, keep drawing. We missed. That is the potential downside of the redraws. We just went from 3 damage to no damage. So remember what I said about maybe like winning this turn? Yeah. We still have some EMP blasts plus another supply chain, so we're just gonna stun lock them and then finish it up. So we gotta get closer for that though. He's got one interrupt beam left. And a targeting computer. He cannot get both of... yes, he can, if he only moves forward one. So we're going to, I think, do a basic move, but stop short. Then we will use this wild die on interrupt beam and use our last targeting computer to add a target to it. So they're both going to get hit. It's coming in the backside of this guy, so I think that negates the radar jam. So we'll draw one card for that attack. Okay, and interrupt beam is a 3. Takes it down to 5. There's nothing we can do about this guy though, so that's going to be at a disadvantage. So we draw 2. Interesting. We'll continue this one first. Ah, shoot. And this one. So this one's obviously going to be the worst of the two. I think this goes away. But we do get -1 stress. +1 damage with a base of 3 is 4 damage on number 3. Oh, he's down to 2 health. That was an interesting disadvantage situation. That's probably not how that's supposed to go. Maybe I shouldn't draw 2 cards at the same time. I probably should draw 1 and then finish. I'll have to look that up. That was our last interrupt beam. I know that. That's got to be it. 2 health left. Do I risk it with an EMP blast? Risk it for the biscuit? Or, nope, we're going to use both of the stress dice. That takes us to a 2. Thank goodness we got the -1 thingy. It is disadvantage though. Just for a basic attack. 0, it's 2 damage, boom, he's dead. Cheris can do a basic attack with that die here. Positional takes away the radar jam, so it's 1 damage. He's got 4 health left. We'll end our turn. He's stunned, so we just draw a card. It's not going to do anything. Back to us. Not super worried. It's not like there's anything we can do to get like extra XP or anything. Okay, so we'll use stun shot. We might be out of that one too, I'm not sure. So that's 1 stress. We have positional advantage, so we draw 2 cards. They're both +1s. So that's 4, and that's all the health that he had. We win! I think staying away from this guy was the right way to go. Success! With the shield generators knocked out, the opposing fighters pull away. They see their goods are as good as gone and would rather live to fight another day. You board the satellite after Yolindo. She finds her way to a secured room rather quickly. You have to jog to keep up with her. Once you're there, she's a little frantic about trying to get the door open. Someone gently steers her to the side before shooting the door panel, and the door slides open. Inside, there's no stash of weaponry and supplies like promised, but instead a few female yurs. Yolindo walks quickly into the room and embraces each of them warmly. They seem underfed and confirm that they haven't seen anyone since being locked up. Rations are shared. Once everyone makes their exit, Yolindo addresses your group directly. I'm sorry for the duplicity. It seemed the easiest way to get your help. You should come back to the headquarters. You'll be rewarded for your efforts, I promise. So our rewards are Sparks 2, $10 credits, a pilot skill. If you have Ruthless, then we would get a co-pilot, but we don't have Ruthless. So everybody's going to get 10 credits and a pilot skill. I'll do the credits and the pilot skills because it looks like I'm going to have to be adding and taking away some stuff from the modifier decks. So I want to get cleaned up and everything. So that's going to be it for this episode of Stars of Akarios. It's been a long one. Hour and 40 or so, 45. So I'm not going to belabor it anymore. I just want to say I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy everything I put up on the channel, and I will see you in the next one.